Hello my fellow bass fanatics, for all intents and purposes, my name is CubeState, artist of the mixed media variety, and today we're going to be taking a very quick look at Razer's Nari Ultimate Wireless Gaming Headset and determine if its haptic feedback feature makes for an experience worth the $200 you could have spent on more sensible things like that RGB face mask or that golden Funko Pop of Master Chief. This video will be formatted a little differently than my other videos in that it will actually have a format. After a brief intro, we'll take a look at a table of pros and cons followed by a summarization of some of my thoughts. This should make for a more fluid, cohesive editing plan so I can pump out videos a little faster for your viewing pleasure. Without further ado, let's jump right in. This 21st century family of PC gamers are always looking for new ways to put themselves in the shoes of their gaming heroes. While consoles put the response of each world literally into the palm of your hands, PC gamers, even with advancements in VR, are limited to what we see and hear as opposed to what we feel in our virtual environments, unless you count smell-o-vision. But who in the universe is actually investing in that idea? Like, seriously. And of course there are the odd ends of tech groups working on haptic keyboards and mice, but how much sense does that make, really? Next to touch or sight, sound is probably the most impactful sense. I mean, it tells you where you are in your environment, how close or far away something is from you, and most importantly, it tells you who's shooting at you. Probably the most useful sense. This is probably why this is the easiest sense to tackle in regards to immersion, and why Razer decided to throw its hat in on the haptic feedback game with a headset designed to put you right in the middle of the action. While haptics are the ear raiser of this headset, its feature-packed profile makes it a noteworthy selection for anyone looking for a quality gaming-oriented headset, even if you never touch its haptic adjuster. But there's a twist to this bid that we'll talk about when we consider some of the cons of this headset. Let me break it down for you. Here's what I liked. They're durable, they're comfortable, they're stylish, they're sophisticated. With a solid body, aluminum banded gunmetal finish aesthetic, this headset is not only comfortable, but very attractive, leaps and bounds beyond the HS60's Arctic camo skin. I was a little nervous to bend and stretch or twist and turn due to some images I've seen of connections snapping, but I feel that with regular use over a longer period of time, this headset should hold up to average levels of wear and tear. With Chroma Studios, Razer's intuitive way to add flair to your headset, you'll be able to stylize the colors and sequences of your hardware to match your setup, making sure you're gaming in style. And most notably, this headset boasts a feature-rich design, affording the user control of his or her soundscape with THX surround sound calibration, output settings for individual applications, level control, and EQ for tuning sounds to your liking. Here's what I didn't like so much. They're expensive, their sound quality is average, their bass delivery is muddy and inconsistent, their wire connections deactivate the synapse feature, and they have no haptic adjuster slide on the headphones themselves. What a shame. So that's a mouthful, but hear me out. While this headset does have a few feature-rich modes and settings, ultimately it's its sound quality that failed to shine through for me. If you'd be satisfied with a headset with a heavy bass profile and are not looking for the dynamic range for casual music listening, there are other headsets on the market that will suit your needs. Like I said with the HS60s, if you entertain yourself regularly with music or movies, and you are as fortunate as I am to have gear variety, you'll still find yourself switching headsets to enjoy your tunes, saving the Nari Ultimate solely for immersive gaming. But wait a second guys, here's the twist. All of my gripes with this headset are present only if you use the wireless connection. With the wired connection, oddly enough, things are a little different. First of all, it doesn't sound as though the mids and highs are running for cover. Second of all, the bass response is much more consistent with parts of the music that actually call for the extra delivery, and in general, the headset has a much fuller sound. The only problem with using a wired connection is that you lose access to the features of Razer's Synapse Control Center, meaning you won't be able to adjust haptic levels, EQ, or surround sound settings once you switch over. So, make sure you set up the headset to your liking with the Synapse feature before switching to the wired mode. This is all much more complicated than it needed to be to get the best experience. A bass adjuster on the headset themselves would have eliminated many of these problems. Even with this revelation though, as an avid music listener, all this headset made me want to do is put my Skull Candy Crushers back on. And if you're wondering, here's what the onboard mic sounds like. If you're using multiple headsets though, you probably have a dedicated microphone for your gaming setup. For gaming though, this should be sufficient. So, would I recommend this headset? Again, if you're like me, you have a small army of headsets, each with a different purpose, then sure, you may find the haptic feature fun enough to make them an addition to your collection. But if you're not crazy about haptics, you're not missing out on anything I can think of, in all honesty. With all that said and done, I'd like to thank you all so very much for watching this quick little video. I hope you found it entertaining as well as informative. If you'd like to support the channel, don't forget to leave a like or a comment, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more videos like this coming at you straight from the Polyverse. Thanks again for watching, and Godspeed your return.